everyone and welcome to the Captain's video vlog. We are Saturday, February the 18th, 2017, and in today's video vlog I might as well only talk about football because, well, my life is pretty uninteresting and I gotta say that weekends really don't help with that. So with that said, let's start with some virtual divegrass as the 2017 Fortune Winter Cup group stage ended today for groups A through D, and wouldn't you know, MLP have been relegated. They dodged it in winter of 2016 and in summer of 2016, even going as far as winning the whole damn thing. But yeah, this time they were stopped from winning a third star by Mew, JP, and to a lesser extent AN. I'm saying to a lesser extent because AN actually finished behind MLP, but you know, let's not be too harsh with them. They already have no fans. So yeah, you know, just glad to see that those insufferable pricks won't, you know, be like, ha ha ha, we are the top teams, and be like, stay salty and all that kind of stuff, instead being salty themselves. Oh, I kind of regret not experiencing that firsthand, you know, through the match or the threads, because that must have been glorious. So besides MLP and AN, the teams officially relegated today are ETV, pretty strange. What else? P and B, P, who had a very strong start in their cup history, but yeah, I guess that it's kind of like his last year, you know, a very tough match against Leeds, you know, the 5-4 or 6-5. That was one hell of a match, and then never really managed to follow through with all the hype. But also F, who were already pretty much eliminated last Sunday, and C, that F brought down with them. Yeah, C only had to draw against F to stay in the elites, but they lost. Really, I would have loved them for C to win, because you know, at one point you just have to say stop. And with the it's only C thing, well, it's been almost 2 years, so I think that we are in the right time frame to say stop it, god damn it. You know, they started with C because we had said it's only C because it was only C. C were a very weak team in the 2015 Spring Baby Cup. We were just out of a victory in the Classico against SP, and now no, it's only C. Oh, and oh, last spring or last summer, oh, it's only int, it's only TRV. Fuck off, it's not only int or TRV. Those are two very strong teams. Go eat a dick. So yeah, you know, I wish C had won so that it would have finally stopped. Yeah, but it didn't. So yeah, but you see, it shows that anything can happen, which really makes me think that, oh fuck, SP might as well do it tomorrow. I really hope they don't. So now let's move on to some real football with Liga. And that's quite the oxymoron, isn't it? Real football, Liga. Oh, where is the connection between the two of them? I don't know. So there were 5 matches, 4 of which I'm gonna talk about right now. The 5th is Marseille's victory 2-0 over Rennes in the Velodrome, so a home game. Oh man, that's surprising. Marseille wins in the Velodrome. Oh, that never happens. Which still is quite a boost in confidence 1 week before facing Paris. But yeah, you know, there's some stuff to talk about. So the first match I'm going to talk about is Nantes versus Metz. Nantes could have won after that goal from Valentin Rongier, who might as well be one of the future greats of French football. You know, he's a very good young lad. You know, he needs to stay in Nantes. They need to groom him for bigger challenges, not to waste you know, to waste his talent in a possible expert in one of the better leagues in Europe, like England or Spain or Italy or Germany. No, they need to keep him, because I feel like he, you know, it could be a crash and burn if he goes away. So yeah, after that goal from Rongier, they pretty much had the match won, but that's without counting Osvaldo Vizcarrondo entered at the 85th minute, and during injury time did an eye rake on Simon Fallet. And well, Metz were awarded a penalty kick, and really they had been screwed by the referee all through the match, because Metz never gave up. You know, they from the first minute to the end of the match, they were, you know, all out. So good for them. You know, Diabaté kicked it in. The people in Nantes feel slighted, because to them, you know, maybe it was a dive from Simon Fallet, but you see the sequence. At full speed, it only looks like it's a slap in the face, which is already reprehensible. You know, that's a penalty kick. But at you know, you slow that and you see that it's clearly an eye rake. Like, he puts the upward motion, just the fingers in the nose, in the eyes. That's a penalty kick. You cannot argue with that. So yeah, second match, Angers versus Nancy. So all four matches that I'm going to talk about right now, counting Nantes versus Metz, involved teams looking out for on the lookout for points, not to get relegated. That, you know, with Nice versus Lorient, that's something else. So Angers won 1-0 against Nancy, and Nancy, you know, they looked pretty good. Even in the blowouts last week or 2 weeks ago against Montpellier, 3-0. Chernik looked good. It's just a combination of suck, really, that made them lose, and that struck again against Angers. So it's gonna be tough. So Lorient versus Nice. Lorient, I think they already changed their pitch to a natural grass, because, you know, artificial grass is going to be banned in France. Probably, you know, too many money to keep it for so few clubs. Like, there are 2 pro clubs in France using artificial grass, and those are Nancy and Lorient, and probably more injuries, you know. So yeah, the preparation is different. Basically, it's not the US, where most of the pitches, I say US football, not US soccer, where most of the pitches are artificial grass. No, most of the pitches are actually, you know, natural grass. So yeah, Lorient lost 1-0, though they scored a goal, you know, validated with the goal line technology, but the goal scorer was offside, which, you know, in your head you just, oh man, I want to kill myself now. But yeah, but it was very tense, so tense that actually at the end of the match, Nice's coach, after winning, went ahead and yelled on the coordinator of the training of the goalkeepers. For some reason, you know, there was no injury. Cardinal just had 5 saves, 5 very important saves. So yeah, I don't get it. And the last match, Caen versus Lille. Caen, you know, after a very bad season, it's still going on. They lost against Lille 1-0. Lille, that saw the debut and the victorious debut of Franck Passy, who's apparently there to just prepare the field for Marcel Bielsa. I might talk about it in later video weblogs, but it sounds so weird that you see Guardiola and Simeone and Sampaoli raining praise on Marcel Bielsa, and literally, like, apparently the one guy that Marcel Bielsa trusts is Franck fucking Passy. Yeah, you know, but it's still not official. Like, he's been seen in all around France and really in matches about Lille, but I mean, it just doesn't work in my mind. So the goal was pretty nice. I mean, Anwar El Ghazi scored a pretty nice goal, but the pass from Yacine Benzia was something else. Yeah. So now Marseille versus Rennes. So you know, everybody's really happy. Oh, it's a very important victory. But you know, all the things that I can take away from that match, I have to put such a huge grain of salt, because Rennes have been so bad. You know, they saw the ball so little that their first and only foul was at the 77th minute. They were nowhere near the ball during most of the match, and really the two huge chances they got was because, well, Sertic is not a center back. He's a defensive midfielder, but he's not a center back. However, Sertic really good, really good. Zambo Anguissa as a right back, it's a questionable choice, but it worked. He brought the power, and he also has the speed. Obviously, he's not Sakai, who can just go up and down the wing as much as he wants. But hey, that's not what we're asking for right now. And really, Sertic is pretty much threatening Rod Fanny's spot in the lineup, because, well, Sertic can run. He's younger and he's not as much a huge dude as Rod Fanny is. So obviously, all of that works in favor of him. He can go after the defenders, and really the two chances he gave to Rennes, they didn't score. The first one was a pass back to Pelé, and Pelé just stayed put instead of just running forward, and Sio just fucked up. And the second was, I think, Wesley Said, who had just entered, and instead of controlling and scoring, he just kicked the ball away. Didn't work. The two goals were pretty lucky too. NJ didn't do a lot. He's always just on the limit of being offside. But when he's not, he's very good. So NJ, his goal was the first goal. Pretty good pass from Payet onto Lopez, who wanted to do a back heel to Thauvin, I think, bounced on the legs of a Rennes defender, and onto NJ, who just had to put the ball in the back of the net. And the second goal was Thauvin on a wonderful assist from Sanson, who really struggled against the Rennes defense. Like, he had the whole defense on him, then back heel, back to the axis, and Thauvin from like 25 meters in the back of the net. Mwah! Amazing goal from Florian Thauvin. He should be in the national team. I'm telling you, Deschamps, please take him. The midfield, Wenger, Sanson, Lopez in 2018. That should be the midfield, the French midfield, and Thauvin on the right side of the offense, Payet on the left side. That's some scores, some really good goals ensured. But yeah, besides that, I can't really say nothing bad, because Rennes was so weak that pretty much every through ball from Sertic find its destination, either on the ground or in the air. So yeah, at this point, just check yourself, Rennes, because you're gonna wreck yourself. So anyway, thanks for watching. See you tomorrow. Well, we'll probably talk about Paris blowing out Toulouse, or maybe it won't happen. See you tomorrow. Bye.